Previously on Disco Elysium.
It's so on the money, Bratan. Just imagine yourself dual-wielding a bottle and a flaming cigarette whilst airborne.
Come now. I just need you to go open a little door for me and leave it unlocked. A simple thing. Absolutely nothing shady about it.
Yeah. Tell me to get the body down.
You surmounted the harbor wall in a display of athletic prowess to reach my superior. Then had him give me an order. I salute your cunning, and I will remove the body from the tree with my bare hands.
Yeah, you better.
You're so noble, Measurehead.
I wish I could push you.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you. Both of you.
Okay.
That would mean you're openly showing the people that you're taking the Union's side.
What if we don't want to do that?
This is the uncomfortable result of not taking it on ourselves. I can live with a compromise.
Listen
Okay.
to your little friend.
Alright.
Babe, see that they stay here the whole time.
What if I just kill them all? Now keep pushing your button.
The woman's gaze follows Measurehead.
So, you guys are like cops or something?
Yeah, we're the law around here.
Ooh, I like men with guns and power. I'm
Oh.
cool, by the way.
Hi.
You hear that? That sound. He's breaking something.
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it.
I also wish I could see it.
Don't worry. Physical stuff like this is really easy for Measurehead. Mental stuff, too. He's really spiritual, you know.
God, I hate you.
It's late outside, isn't it? You guys must really like doing what you do to be out so late.
I haven't slept in 16 years. Thought you would bring the body back, but okay. Guess we'll go do that.
The corpse has been removed from the tree. Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with Ray's victory today.
Nah, we didn't choose a side.
What you had to do was to become a Union man for all to see.
I think this racist is better than the last. But the next racist will be the really good one.
I don't know about that.
That will be the...
That would be our lucky racist.
3 wishes.
Your
Maybe.
metamorphic friend has quick wits. A protruding occiput and an indented zygomatic bone.
The lieutenant does not flinch.
You should keep him close.
Yeah. See you later, bitch.
You missed a good show before. A kid came by and completely fucked the tree to pieces.
I can see that.
He fucked the tree up! Fucked it good! It was porno!
By the way, Kipt is a racial slur.
Oh, that's nice to know.
Stop choking, Kuno! The faggot has got you in a chokehold!
Kuno's not fucking choking.
Choked you out there. Serves you right for using reactionary shit.
Like fuck you did. Kuno's gonna keep saying Kipt forever now. Kipt. Shit. The fuck did you want anyway? You got your fuck bag down. Now let's talk normal shit.
No, now you want a conversation, huh?
Yes. Kuno wants a normal conversation. Ask normal shit, please.
I talked to Manana about the armor.
So?
He told me you promised to sick the pigs on him.
Yeah, so? Kuno did sick the pigs on him. Kuno's a man of his word.
Kuno sent your fat ass running around like Jello!
I will murder you, kid.
Look, pig.
When I get my gun.
Some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now you and Kuno should move on.
I'll remember this, Kuno.
You got fucked. You got fucked, pig. Fucked bad. Of course you're gonna remember this. Now get the fuck out of here, Grief and the Kuno. After this shit, you better have something real interesting to say if you want to stay in Kuno's face.
Yeah, real interesting.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Yeah. Damn kids.
The corpse lies on the ground among the remains of an absolutely demolished pinewood branch. It's gently laid on one side.
It's beautiful.
Mr. Measurehead has done a good job. Nothing is too broken or compromised. The victim is ready for a field autopsy.
Field autopsy.
1. Investigation of the scene. 2. Initial examination of the victim. 3. Field autopsy. 4. Transportation of the body to the morgue. We are on number 3.
The fuck are they on about?
Quiet, you.
Cop's gonna cut his shit up.
Don't we have a doctor?
No, you and I are detectives. The honorary rank of detective signifies our ability to handle the entire incident chain. From
I
autopsy to clinic,
don't know if that's right.
everything.
Honorary detective.
An honor and a burden attached to your rank once you've proven yourself able. Usually after 5 to 8 years of field work. Mine is lieutenant detective.
I don't feel like I'm a detective.
You are. Your station would not have assigned you on this case if you weren't. Now,
Yeah, they would. They don't like me.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Tell me something, dead man.
Shoot, Looney Rooney.
Okay.
Come back later, Corporal.
Take off his boots.
I thought we decided to leave it to processing. Let's not turn this into some kind of circus. Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
Do you have another pair of gloves?
Unfortunately, no. They are better than nothing. Tell you what, I perform the anatomical side of things while you will take notes.
Okay.
In your paperwork, officer, just fill out the field autopsy form.
You're not gonna believe this, but I, lost my paperwork.
Officer, what haven't you lost?
I still have my pants.
Yes, barely. I can give you my paperwork. There's an autopsy form there. Several, actually, but only if it helps move things along.
Let's work off yours for now.
Right. The autopsy form is near the end.
You find a moment as the lieutenant inspects the dead man's fingernails. Just a few glances. The pages are filled with a bulky freehand that's nearly illegible. It's very hard to draw conclusions. All you can make out is that he is in a hurry to solve the case. The tempo of the handwriting says as much, and that there are a lot of notes in there. Most of them are made prior to arriving at the scene in preparation. Maybe you're imagining it, but there are some remarks in there, and they're not all negative. You're referred to as the 41st by your station number. And
What else?
And the 41st comes off as a moderately competent detective.
Kim thinks I'm moderately he thinks I'm okay.
Maybe you are a moderately competent detective.
Yeah.
What?
Nothing.
The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts. Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with
1. Assistant.
That's you.
Raphael Constua.
the corpse is indifferent to your scribblings, just lies there. The next box says
Coroner's case number.
0815.
That.
Next,
Name.
NA. Next,
Date of birth.
NA.
Age.
Roughly 50.
Try 40. The damage is so extensive, it's better to err on the young side.
I'm going to write about 42.
He nods.
6. Race.
Mondial.
The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
Sex.
Fucky, fucky!
Male.
Pigs can have sex.
Male.
Does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face?
Date of birth.
We're still going with March 4th. 51. What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
KK 57 0503 0815 listens motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only one box remains.
Evidence of the treatment.
None. At least not after the initial examination.
A strange word. Treatment.
What exactly is treatment anyway?
Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
How did you not know that? Aren't you a cop? Your legal
Hey, I'm an okay cop.
says
I don't know
you're
everything.
sure-handed. Don't overdo it. It's okay to be unsure.
I'm not so sure.
A silent nod. The lieutenant places his gloved hand on the corpse's chest, as if in preparation.
We should start the post-mortem.
Turn the
The
page.
corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why.
External examination summary.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodine, I think. Let's see.
See, it's happening.
Babrodine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red hair.
The rest of the clothes have been removed post-mortem by scavengers in order to get to the victim's ceramic armor. Officers are in search of the missing pieces. Removal of the boots is left for processing.
It would be clever of you to omit the boots altogether, sire. If you are to keep them for yourself, as you ought to, you have deserved them more than anyone else.
I'm just going to press this one here.
It has a serial number. It's E50.100.100. The lines between the plates are in the shape of the alphanumerical. The number is purposefully concealed by the design. Tattoos. The upper torso is covered in a single continuous tattoo, resembling a national pattern. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white.
Okay.
The assistant has a color photograph of the markings, to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene, using a trigger...
I didn't sell that picture, did I? Whoops.
The deceased has a belt for airlifting cargo around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end. Well-nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age 42. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature below freezing.
Jeez, this is a lot of notes.
Body hair is light brown.
Feel like I'm back in school.
Distribution is consistent with the age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
Touch his hair.
His hair feels wet, soaked with rain, cold to touch. Not that different from a living person after a swim.
Stroke it. Gently.
The stench is suffocating. Strands of dark brown hair start sticking to your hand, like thread off a ragdoll's head.
Let's see where this goes.
More hair sticks to your hand. Hair off the rain-soaked head of a dead man. There are bumps and dips on the skull below. An alien landscape. There, dead man. You were someone's child. It's all over now.
There, baby.
The lieutenant watches you in silence.
This isn't weird. You're weird. This is perfectly normal.
That was some sick shit, Sekopa.
What did you call me?
Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs, consistent with stones thrown. Low velocity.
Fucking low velocity? You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max. Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
What?
In addition,
We're not even talking about you, kid. Get out of here.
Scalp and chest, consistent with predation. Ligature mark. The steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the bell so we can get to the ligature mark.
You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters.
Oh, yeah. I'm prepared.
The hanged man lets out a joyous little bubble of rot from his nose.
Good thing we got these chain cutters.
Always good to think ahead. Now, we need to cut the bell to see the ligature mark below. Carefully, with as much precision as you can.
See, my pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
No. 42, I might get it. Look for a good spot to cut.
The belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like white bread rising from the east.
Well, gonna fail this.
You jam the cutters right under
Fuck.
the knot. That seems like a smart idea. Yeah, somewhere there. Already they're buried deep in the man's flesh. Then you rotate them to get a better hold. Then
Rotate some more?
a really, really bad smell is coming from there now. And some kind of cracking sound.
Let's cut it.
Yeah, fuck him. Fuck that faggoty. Corpse fucking time.
Told you my pig was hardcore.
I should have a go first. I think I have a strategy.
Yeah, I'll let you do it.
Sinks the cutters into the knot, preparing to perform the cuts, with his elbow to his knee for precision. Snap. The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
Here.
Thank you.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck, on the nape. Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters. Chest is intact, normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant, pelvis intact, genitalia.
No, it's gonna happen, see.
I fucking knew it.
This is clearly what they've been waiting for, ever since the autopsy began. The lieutenant is trying to make it as boring as possible.
Well, make it exciting and they might go away.
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury. Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip. In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin.
Okay.
From wounds sustained over 2, maybe more decades, dispersal and accumulation indicates long and active combat duty.
The scarring is extensive. Way more than the law officers.
Mm-hmm. We have a real museum here. Of battles, wars.
He belongs in a museum.
Last item. Hands.
His flesh is cold, icy.
Pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you.
And what's your name?
Hi, my name is...
Only fucking with you. I know where you're from. From Cappadocia. And your name is Il Corbo. What can I do you for, Il Corbo de Cappadocia?
Good to hold your hand. Did you like it when I stroked your hair?
I did, Kobo. I did.
Oh,
Reminded me of when I was just a small boy, before this happened to my face and my body. You did me a kindness there.
I'm always happy to help.
We should do this more often. Be close like this, I mean.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything.
Hands are clean. No sign of injury from struggling.
Write it down.
Ooh. That's all for the external. Well done. What next?
Internal.
Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
Of course, there is a moral to be drawn from it. A moral to this story.
If I may add the moral of this story.
What would that be?
The dead man looks, too, with barely contained excitement to hear the moral of his story.
The brain is very vulnerable to compromises in its blood supply.
I think that may well be the moral of every story, officer. Good.
I'll write it down then.
Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it, gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
Gross.
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable. Respiratory system. Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
From here, it looks as though the clown-faced man is screaming. The tendons of his jaw are torn apart. Hyoid ripped from the force of the lieutenant's hands.
Look inside his mouth.
No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again, straight in that mouth of his.
Look deeper.
It's hard. Once more, you taste stomach acid in the back of your throat. A contraction. Your throat pumps a little something from your stomach and into your mouth. You're forced to swallow, just to keep looking. Inside, you see darkness. Just a mess of meat and darkness.
Well, that wasn't worth it.
There are ancient mysteries down there, Kobo. Ask me later.
Okay.
Hemorrhaging present in mucus.
Write it down.
Hepatobiliary. NA. Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
I don't think so.
Neither am I. That's it.
Okay.
Same for toxicology and serology. NA.
NA.
Cardiovascular. The body exhibits lividity in the lower extremities, feet, hands, and neck, visually consistent with the hanging. Gastrointestinal. Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila. What's next on the list?
Description of injuries.
Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 feels. Leave a 4th one too.
What about the ones we inflicted?
Oh, so we inflicted them?
Okay, I inflicted.
Okay, so there's an incision on the thorax from a chain cutter. I wouldn't mention it. Better not to muddy the waters. Be pedantic if you like, it doesn't matter. No one else is going to investigate this man's murder. And if they do, such details would only confuse them.
See? These pigs are fucking corrupt.
I'm not corrupt.
Why don't you fuck him if you love him so much?
Now, injuries.
Bite marks.
Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted. And your opinion, officer?
Non-fatal.
Agreed. Next injury?
contusions?
The scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath, the description of injury. 2 boxes.
Non-fatal.
Right. Next.
Ligature mark.
A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
Write that down, write that down.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the...
Fatal injury.
We have established cause of death. It's not much, and it leaves much to be questioned. But it's a start. Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy over.
How did it go?
1. We established probable cause of death. Some would say that's the goal of an autopsy. We were thorough with the list of injuries, too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy.
Hey, we're professionals.
Well done, Master Detective.
Thank you.
A drink is in order?
No, I'm good. What now?
Now we put him in a body bag and I drive him to Forborg for processing.
The lieutenant looks at the dead man one more time, then at his notebook, then at the corpse again. He's thinking, did I miss something?
Did you? You're the leader here.
I'm sure we didn't get everything. There's always something. You run your hands over the victim's cold body, his limbs, his torso with its swollen organs. Maybe you should be more thorough.
Look under his fingernails.
His fingernails have turned dark. They're chipped and quite long. There is dirt under them. That's all.
Do you think we missed something?
You can't shake the feeling that there are more secrets concealed in the flesh before you.
There's something we're not seeing.
Okay, well, we are in livor mortis here. He is disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body if we want to conduct another examination, and we need to do it fast.
Where do we find a fridge for the body?
It would have to be industrial in size. Let's start by asking Gart at the Whirling in Rags and the Fritz store down at the gates. If they don't know, but only...
Fuck are you looking at, being old man? You want a piece of the Kuno? Wanna get fucked?
Only if all else fails.
Let's hurry then.
This is one task we cannot sideline. With every hour, whatever we are looking for will become harder to find.
Can I help you?
I'm in need of a fridge.
Yes. For the dead body. You want to put a dead corpse into my fridge, right?
Yeah, that's the gist of it.
Well, I have a fridge, and you're not putting it here.
You're just going to say something mean.
This is a culinary establishment, not a morgue. You don't have to ask me why you can't store a dead body in my kitchen.
What if I say please?
It would only be for...
Lieutenant, you too? You're asking too? No. The answer is no. I will not turn this place into some kind of macabre circus.
Wow. Turn the lieutenant off like he was a busted old radio.
I know.
He is the lord of his realm.
How dare he treat Kim like that?
Let's go talk to the Frit clerk.
I can't, they're closed. So about the money I owe you.
Have you got it?
How much do I owe you again?
A lot. A lot. For the room,
Aw.
bricks, and broken window, 130 real.
Can we come to some sort of arrangement for tonight? As I pout my lips and rub some dirt in my eyes.
Does that arrangement include you paying me what we already agreed you owe me?
It's cold. I'll freeze to death because I'm gonna lose the stupid money game.
Game? Everything is just a game to you, isn't it?
This isn't going anywhere, is it?
Not until you bring me the money.
Okay, I might have something in my motor carriage we can use when you're done here.
I
Okay.
really didn't want to resort to this. The man is thinking.
Oh, Lieutenant, we're done here.
Goodbye. Where am I going to put this dead body? Wait. There's money back here. I can sniff it out. Later, Dick.
Soft glow of the
I have something here we could sell. Look in the back, in the suspect transport enclosure.
transport enclosure. Regular people just call it the cage.
Okay, looking at
The cage at the back of the motor carriage looks rather uncomfortable. 4 shiny hubcaps are stacked against the seat. Their silver edges sparkle in the dark.
I confiscated these 4 a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
Thanks, I appreciate your help.
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
You're a good man, Kim. Better man than me. About the money I have.
Have you got it?
Yes, I do.
Well, great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow.
He's not sorry about his behavior for your sake. Now that you have money, he really wants to make sure you're not angry with him.
Oh, I am.
I'll unlock the electronic lock to your room. All the doors lock automatically at 9 p.m.
Okay.
Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
I'll take a room here too.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
I'm going to sing karaoke here.
Absolutely out of the question.
No.
Absolutely in the question.
No?
First we find a sad banger. Then we sing this place to shit.
Good plan. Alright, I'm going to bed. See y'all tomorrow.